What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade coming to y'all with the hottest topic of the summer slash fall right now. The Golden State Warriors and Jonathan Kuminga has finally put all the ego distances and everything aside, and they was able to agree to a deal. Obviously, Kuminga was close to signing a qualifying offer if they couldn't get a deal done to become a unrestricted free agent next year. But they finally gave him a contract that he likes and he really wanted. It's not long. It's just a 2-year, $48.5 million deal. Y'all see that in the title. Kuminga looked at it like this is a deal that I'm interested in. It gives me the money that I really wanted. And I get to play with the Warriors a little longer. Some people say he's not a great fit for the Warriors, but the Warriors do look at other things that he brings to the table, his upside, his potential, and also being the potential guy that they can trade to get another guy that they might want. And that's why they had to, look at it from Kuminga perspective a little bit because it didn't really make sense for him to go, all in and then get burnt. You know what I mean? You gotta be cautious. You gotta be smart, especially when you have teams like Sacramento and Phoenix that want you to and showing that they're willing to pay you. They're willing to give you a contract that you will like. And, that's another option. So it ain't like the Warriors was the only place that he can get signed or get the money that he wanted. Kuminga can approximately earn 15 million more than this qualifying offer that he would have got paid by the Warriors with. Obviously, when you take the qualifying, it's not that much money. Obviously, it's only $8 million from Kuminga that he could have got, but they increased it a little bit, and that was good to see. The Warriors also hold a team option for next season that will be designated to be renegotiated during the 26 off season. Hopefully, it doesn't go the way that this one went. This was very, very dramatic, where both teams was sides basically was saying, "I don't want to get it done. If you don't do this, we're not signing anything. If you're not on the same page with us, we're happy leaving." And the Warriors basically was doing the same. If you're not going in this direction, if you're not even thinking about this type of way when it comes to contracts, we're going to just let you go. And I still think, like most people would tell you, that is a good chance that Kuminga will still be gone this year or especially next year if they can't reach a good side together. Because at the end of the day, if as long as they got Jimmy Butler, who they just gave an extension to a couple months ago, Kuminga is going to be off the bench. He's not going to be a star. He's not going to get a lot of time. He's not going to have a huge difference making impact on this Warriors team because they already have Draymond, Steph, and Jimmy. Those are the guys they're building around. Those are the guys they're trying to win with. And on top of that, they have other players that want their shine and their opportunity too off that bench, not just Kuminga. Now, Kuminga might be the best player that they got when it comes to scoring off the bench or being ready, to come in and make a difference out there on the court. He can score, he can get to the basket. He's trying to improve his shooting. He's trying to improve his defense. He is a guy that needs to get a better feel for the game, a better understanding of how to play the game, team-oriented wise, more than just trying to go out there and get your numbers, just trying to go out there and score as much as you can, because Kuminga can get caught up into that. You do want to impress the next suitor, like he tried to show you this season and also in the offseason. So I understand that Kuminga got to play both sides. I have people that's interested. I have people that's willing to give me opportunity to give me the role in a situation that I might prefer or that I might like. But at the same time, the Warriors is looking at it like, we need you. You're the best player that we can get. We still do want Al Horford. We still do want DeAnthony Milton. Obviously, we might even get Seth Curry, who showed that he was a little interested too, and that was a little bit mutual. We'll see if he gets on the roster. And obviously, Gary Payton II is another guy that they wanted, and now they can get him because this deal is done. So once they had to get, a lot of these things figured out, and once they did, now they can get the other guys that they wanted on this roster too, and now focus on training camp, focus on preseason, and try to be the best team that they can be going into the season and also when it starts. So hopefully no injuries happen. Hopefully we can see the Warriors continue to build on what they did ending the season. It was unfortunate that Steph went down in the playoffs, but they beat the Rockets, who was number 2. They looked like they was going to give the next team some trouble also, which was the Minnesota Timberwolves, but it just didn't really happen that way. And that's what we want to see. Can Steph and them do it again? They've been doubted. They've been questioned throughout the entire time he's been there. He has built a dynasty there. He has built an image and a brand that people love and respect. And the Warriors is worth billions now because of the things that this Warriors dynasty has been able to build over the years. And they looking at it like Draymond said, we're going to win a championship. He didn't expect Steph to get injured, but that shows you how much confidence they have with Steve Kerr in this roster that wasn't even formed. I feel like this roster has gotten better, compared to last year's, by adding more veteran, adding more size, adding more defenders, and still keeping Kuminga for as long as they can. And they ain't really losing anything significant. The most things they lost, and I always said that that's crazy that Steph Curry is considered the greatest shooter, one of the top 15 greatest players ever. He lost Kevin Durant. He lost Klay Thompson. He lost Jordan Poole. Those guys wanted to leave Steph Curry in the prime of his career and actually did. So I always find that a little mind blowing to lose those type of caliber guys. Kevin Durant declined last year to be traded to the Warriors. He didn't want to be with Steph again. He didn't want to make that happen. So I know that Steph is going to be motivated by that. I know he's going to try to go out there and have fun and put on the show like he usually does. But it is something that Warriors fans have to look at. What's really going on in that locker room? What's really going on at practice that you losing all-star caliber players, and we don't really know why. We see like Draymond punching people, but Jordan Poole wanted out, and they paid Jordan Poole his money before they even traded him. And that's what I'm saying. It could happen with Kuminga too, because Kuminga seemed like he was more wanting to leave for his own reasons too, but he would be the fourth guy with Kevin Durant and obviously Jordan Poole and Klay Thompson that actually felt that I want to go in a different direction than playing with Steph instead of trying to win with them now. Now, Kuminga already got a ring like those guys too, playing with Steph, but they actually preferred to go in a different direction with their careers. And none of them seemed like they wanted to return either, because Jordan Poole just got traded again and Luka got traded. You would think that Klay would feel some type of way, but he's still happy to be a Maverick. And Kevin Durant chose not to come back. And he is now still in the Western Conference and going to be a rival for the Warriors, because obviously the Rockets is going to be one of the best teams in the Western Conference too. So you got the Denver Nuggets, you got the Thunder, you got the Rockets, you got the Warriors, the Clippers, the Lakers. On and on is going to be tough. Obviously, the older you get, the more you can get injured and the more you can get nagging injuries. So they're going to have to watch some of these guy minutes. They're going to have to be very, very smart. And that's why they wanted to keep Kuminga, because they know that he's a bucket. And he can be a guy that can impact on both ends of the court. If he cared more, if he was pushed more and he got more time, maybe he would play harder. Maybe he would go harder. But now he has to go out there and show that he's still a good player, because like I said, in 2026, they got to renegotiate, because this is a 2-year extension with a team option. So, he's still going to be in a situation where he can possibly find another team, and it might not be the Warriors. And like I said, a lot of people look at this like we still want to trade Kuminga for another piece. We just don't like the trade offers we've been getting. So we'd rather just keep Kuminga for now and just try to figure out how to keep him happy and figure out how to keep him motivated, while he knows that he might not be on his roster 2, 3, 4 years from now. Anyway, people also do forget that Jonathan Kuminga is a very, very young player. So he can go 2, 3 more years and still be under 27. That's how young he is, and that's how unproven he still is. But that also shows you that teams will take a gamble on him because of the athleticism and upside that he can possibly provide. The biggest question with Kuminga is, can he help you win basketball games? He's been known to put up numbers, but they've been a little bit low calorie. They've been a little bit empty. Even last year when he did get the time, because Steph was out and Jimmy was out sometimes, he didn't really help them win a significant amount of games. And that will be the biggest knock on his game is you want the money, you want the opportunity, but we need you eventually turn us into a winning culture like Golden State did with Steph, Klay, and Draymond. David Lee and those guys, Andrew Bogut and those guys really helped them become the team that they were, but they still show that they can survive and they can, have success even without Kevin Durant, even without, what they're trying to do without Clay because they never won without him. But that's their goal. They got Buddy Hield and other guys to fill those roles, to fill those needs. And Steph still looks like he's hungry. He's still flexing. He's still having fun out there. He's still confident in his game, and so is his teammates. And it's going to be tough. It's going to be hard. Now, like I heard Steph say that yesterday in his interview with the person he was talking to, and it was just crazy seeing how he was having even some doubts and some mentality issues that you might need to get over that hump. He's sunk in reality that, like Steve Kerr said a couple years ago, we're coming to the end. Our run is coming to an end. Our chances of being championship caliber team is coming to an end. Obviously, that was before they got Jimmy Butler. They feel a little different now that they got Jimmy Butler, but they still have to play. They still got to be healthy, and their role players are going to have to step up and provide shooting, spacing, and cutting, and some great transition games and some good defense like they have been known for in the past. And that's the only reason why we still look at the Warriors. They should make the playoffs so everybody's healthy. They should still be one of the best teams in the league. But will they be good enough to get it done? That's going to be continued. I like what they did it with their roster. I like how they're building it. I like who they're prioritizing. And I like a lot of things I've been seeing from them. Now we just have to see it all together. This is a big moment for them because now they can go into preseason and training camp happier. Everybody got what they wanted. Everybody's ready to go. Everybody's ready to go to war. And that's the best feeling when you have all guys all in. All emotions, all the feelings, all the bull crap aside, let's go out here and play hard. Let's go out here and do our thing and win some basketball games and possibly win the championship. They have a lot of good things going for them. They don't want to mess that up. They shouldn't be wanting to ruin that. But it also should be fun to see this out and see what the Warriors are really going to be about in the Western Conference. Other than that, I ain't got much to say besides it's finally done. We can finally stop talking about Jonathan Kuminga not being happy, not getting paid, not getting the deal he wanted, not being in a situation that he prefers to be in. And now we can see if he can come in and be a part of the team and feel like he is wanted with this team and appreciated with this team and understand his goal and his roles are going to be one of the same eventually for this roster and this team, and it can change possibly in the future. But right now, we need you to make one last run, one last push to try to get another championship in Golden State, and we'll see if they end up getting that done. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell to get the analysis when it first comes out. And on top of that, I make conversation videos just like this about various NBA only topics. Also do breakdowns or real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and also future stars. Also do mock draft and draft coverage too. So you love that type of stuff. I got over 3,000 plus videos already on my channel that you can watch for free. Plus I upload each and every day. So you always got something to watch. You always got something to look forward to when it comes to basketball content. And that should make y'all very happy to have a channel like that offers all these things. Other than that, y'all stay blessed up. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for appreciating the content for what it is. Thank y'all for supporting me in the past, the present. Hope y'all continue to support me in the future. That's all I can ask y'all to do. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming to check out the channel if you're new to it. That's how I got majority of my subscribers, so maybe you can become one if you like the content that you see that I offer. And it's all me. I only make my own videos, no help, no editing, no nothing. I'm doing all this by myself, and I've been doing a heck of a job. And I would like the fact that you should want to be a subscriber for that reason. And now you know how the channel goes. Other than that, peace out. Y'all stay blessed up. I might see y'all later today because other deals might happen. Other things might come up. You never really know, since the basketball season is about to start in October, which is not that long from now. Other than that, peace out. And thank y'all for supporting the channel. Y'all stay blessed up.